Guys, welcome to the garage door. Thanks for hanging out with us here in the garage. Certainly appreciate it. We have Tommy from the band Stupidity and the guitar player. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. My apologies.
My name's Janne. Janne. So it's like, Janne.
Janne. Okay, sorry.
Janne. Janne.
Janne. Okay, very cool. And the band Stupidity, we're kind of honored to have you guys because you guys have had the coolest song in the year. I first heard of you guys back in maybe 2010. I can't remember when Little Steven had you. I think the song was King Midas. Is that right? Is that when the first time you guys kind of bubbled up here in the States?
Not the first one. I think that was 2014 or 13.
Okay.
King Midas. Yeah. And we had, how many did Ernie say? But it's our singer. He has the counting how many it was. I think it's like 7 or 8.
Oh, wow.
Coolest songs in the world. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's stupidity.
Well, you just had one back in February with Save Us. Is that right? Or Save Me?
Save Me.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the latest release we did, and because of these crazy times, I think everything has changed. The lineup in the band has changed.
Okay.
Life has changed. Everything has changed. So we released that one. That was a part of the old Stupidity, and now we have the new Stupidity. So the next single is coming out pretty soon, I guess.
Summer. Maybe.
Exciting.
Summer. Yeah.
And then the album coming after that, probably later this year. And that will be the new Stupidity. But I mean, it's still very stupid music. So
it's what we all love.
Yeah.
3 chords and I was born to lose, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Craig and I, we
don't do jazz.
Yeah. Well, Craig and I you guys are authentic, and that's what we try to strive for in all the bands we talk to. You guys just blow me away. I mean, who would you say are some of your major influences as far as the band is concerned?
From the beginning, the band, we took I think it's everything from punk rock, garage rock, and Janne is very influenced of ska. I mean, he's a big ska fan. He plays in a ska band too.
Okay, I can hear that in there.
And sort of gritty surf and psychedelics and all kinds of vintage sounding stuff. Sounds cool stuff.
Yeah. Oh, we agree.
Pour it all in the pot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting because now how the way we're writing songs now is with Ernie, who is the singer, and Tommy from the old batch and the old gang, and now the new bass player Ulrika and me. We're really working together on the stuff. So you come in with a piece of shit and it comes out like a piece of gold.
Nice.
No, because the roof, the ceiling is so high. You can come in with anything, and everybody's going to try to make it look and sound really, really good. And these are magical musicians, at what they do. It's really, really, really cool. So we're very productive. It's crazy. I can't find the word.
And we're also very happy to, or it's sad for him, of course, not sad for him in where we're playing, but he's sad for him that he's stuck in Sweden. That's Keith Strang from the Flesh Tones. He's been with us for a while and rehearsing and helping out with songs too, because the Flesh Tones, as every other band, can't tour anymore right now. So he's been here, and you really a good inspiration for us, I think.
Really
Songwriting and just fun when you rehearse too. I mean, it's such an experienced guy.
And also, working with somebody who's not had a real job since 1980. It's amazing because he thinks and he breathes and he is sort of rock and roll and music all the time.
Yeah.
So I sent some other stuff over to him that's not related to Stupidity at all, and he has a way into that as well. Very creative mind, very
knowledgeable, and can pull.
Very knowledgeable, but also open to his own. He doesn't censor himself. It's like, let's try this, and that's so refreshing. It's so cool. And
That's
very
the
American, I
adventurous-
think.
Yeah,
in a
well,
way.
that's the adventurousness of
Just
rock and
do
roll.
it, you know? Yeah, exactly.
Let's go for it. You know, let's
Go
do
for
this.
it. Yeah.
And the energy you guys bring is amazing. Now, if I could ask for the recording process, do you guys play live in the studio? Well, I mean, not in pandemic times, but generally, do you guys play all together live, or do you?
Okay, don't tell anyone.
I think from the beginning, or I think we always had, in fact, even when we from the first album with the other guys, we started always out to play, you know, like rhythm guitar and bass and drums together, and record bass and drums in the same room to get it nailed. And when that's nailed, then you can put on everything else. But you need some rhythm guitar, you need this, you know, hear the verses and the choruses sang to you in the headphones. But then when that's set, I mean, then that's it. We don't play everyone in the room. Then we put on guitar, or, you know, more guitar and more guitar. And
Yeah, but this time we were actually crammed in the room, everybody but the singer, you know, and trying to block amp from, you know, pouring into each other and stuff like that.
Sure.
And it was really, really fun, really cool. Yeah.
So the new album is coming out. I presume it's already in recording, and you guys are doing post work on it, or is it finished?
It's finished. We've mastered it.
Oh, wow.
So it's
the only thing is that we might have, because we were so productive, we have more songs. We're not going to release them until, you know, later this year anyway, after the summer. So maybe two of these new songs could fit on the new album too. Why not?
Oh, wow.
So recording 6 or 7 new songs to add to what we already did in April.
Awesome.
Yeah. It is fun.
When it comes out, we would definitely like to have you guys back on the program.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes,
and
please.
What we'll do is we'll have a live interview and just play the songs. You guys can hang out with us, you know, virtually for an hour while we record the show. Put the show together.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
And I see you have not behind you, but you have the red and black background as Stupidity colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of the theme in this room. Everything I got's red and black. So
see, I'm white there on the show. So you're in.
Yeah. Very cool.
I don't like to compare bands at all, you guys, because everybody brings their own thing. But when I first heard, and I may be wrong now, aren't the Hives originally from Sweden too?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I don't know if you guys, when I first heard the Hives, it was a breath of fresh air, and that was back, gosh, in the early 90s. I can't remember when the Hives first came out. Were they an influence on you guys at all? Said, hey, we can do this better. No, I'm just.
I think the Hives has a very good quality of making short songs, intensive songs without too much fuss. I mean, it is straight songs and make them with the hit potential. And I think that's an influence, but not make it too complicated. I think that maybe
right. Yeah.
I think that's an influence. I mean, they're an amazing live band, of course. And they still play now. No one plays, but they had like an online event, I think, in January, which you couldn't log in and see them. So I mean, so they have changed some members too. I mean, it happens every band, but I mean, still a really great band. I think.
Yeah, fantastic. Really, really cool.
So it's, I mean, the Hives, and earlier when we started out, I think bands like, you know, the Nomads were a big influence too from Stockholm, and we know them. I mean, very nice guys, and so quite a few. The Creeps was a very good.
Yes,
band
great
too.
band.
Yeah. So quite a few good Swedish bands have come up since the 80s, I think, you know, some which has influenced each other probably also, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
So how did the band come together? Did you guys know each other before you started the band, or just met through that, or how did it all begin?
From the beginning, you mean? From the
the old stupid,
from the very stupid beginning. I have played with Ernest, the singer. We played together in a band called Pippits, which was a garage soul band, something we call it. You know, like played soul stuff in a rough way. And then I played with the old guys, Pia and Anna, in a band called Eager Beaver before. And when these bands finished, and I think PA met Ernest at the grocery store, and they started talking, and Ernest came in as a singer, and then the band started out in 2005 with that lineup, and then we started making demos, and then that's how we got together then. And then we were together for almost 14 years, something. And then 2019, PA and Anna left the band. Me and Ernest were there, and we tried to start something new, and kind of think of how find the right people. And then I thought Janne, he's a good guy. And Janne, but then we needed a bass player, and we tried bass player, but then I was thinking of a workmate, in fact, called Ulrika, and she just started playing bass. She never played in a band in her life, but she plays a lot herself. She's a very musical person. She sings, she plays saxophone, bass, and guitar. So she joined the band, and now suddenly, I think the band has really, bloomed out. I mean, everything has worked really well. And then Keith came in when he was stuck here last year and joined us too. So I mean, it's
wow.
So now I think it's really interesting stuff that's happening. We have probably some surprises too. I think is coming on the next album. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's we're trying to keep the old the basics of it. Keep it simple. Go for the hook. Try to catchy and strong riffs, obviously, and stuff like that. But then also, challenge these old people. Push them a bit. What about the surf guitar here? Or what about the cha-cha? You want to do that? Oh, okay. Let's do a cha-cha. That'd be really good about this. Really cool. We're actually. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh, I would say you guys talk about kind of cha-cha, different things here and there, and I always fall down the rabbit hole of music on a weekly basis, and one band will lead me to another band, which leads to another, and I think I was listening. It might have been like Minor Threat. The band Minor Threat popped up, and then you guys popped up for the cover "Good Guys Don't Wear White." And so then I was like, oh, there we go. Now I'm down this hole, and I'm following you guys, and I've noticed that your music, since you have different players, but it's evolved from that time I heard that to what you guys are doing now. And I think that's cool that it's kind of like that garage rock and punk, but you veered off in your own direction with it. So to me, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
And we haven't changed as fast as the Beatles, but it takes longer now these days. But on the new album, there's going to be some, like I said, we have some bit psychedelic track too. I think it's coming. So, and I think it's going to be some soulful stuff too. So,
oh wow!
And I think it's to keep the straight beat, but adding some other stuff. That's important.
Right.
So it's going to be really fun to record these new songs, which we have coming now too, and we're very satisfied with the recordings we did.
Oh, we found this really, really good studio. This guy who's really he says he doesn't produce. He says he's just a technician. He says he just records the sound, and you have to decide what to do. But when you start working with him, you can feel or sense sort of when he's cringing or whether he's going, And he's got a great ear, So if you just pay attention to what his reactions that are really subtle, because he's a Swedish man, right? So you get a lot of production value from that.
Sure.
Really, really cool guy. And he's got all these weird instruments, old, box stuff that nobody.
Oh yeah.
Old keyboards,
vintage,
like that.
Vintage stuff. Yeah. Do you guys does in that studio? Does he record to tape or does he do digital? Just about everybody has to do digital now, but does he do digital. Tape too?
No. Yeah. He can do tape, but he does digital. Yeah.
I think these days it's pretty hard job to do tapes.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. We were talking to Laura Palmer from the Screaming Rebel Angels, that's a rockabilly band, and right, she was saying that originally, she wanted to go all analog and everything, but then you quickly discover it's quite expensive. You know, it's
Yeah, first of all, and I did record with another band, a ska band before, and there was this guy who did everything analog, and it got to the point where he was trying to, convince the world that analog was better, and he did it just because of that, not for love of the music anymore,
Right.
but just to make a point.
right.
And so it took forever because he wanted it to sound perfect, which is not good for rock and roll or ska music. You want it
Yeah.
to be,
Right.
spontaneous and just
You got to have those.
like we
Yes.
said,
Yes.
boom.
That makes it authentic.
Yeah.
So he was dwelling on stuff. It took forever, and he was drunk, and I know.
Well, sometimes the mistakes are what are great. The example, the Kingsmen and Louie Louie.
Yeah.
Just the vocalist that just singing up to a mic like this. I don't know if you've heard the story about the Louie Louie.
No.
He's singing in the mic like that up here, and he makes all kinds of mistakes in it, but that adds to it. That's what makes it great.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Then when you're talking about Louie Louie, our singer, he's a Louie Louie collector. So he has, I think he had like 300 versions of Louie Louie.
Wow.
Okay, very
Which is completely healthy. It's nothing wrong with that.
yeah. Like collecting drums and records. Perfectly healthy.
We're
Nothing wrong
not.
with it.
We're not more worried about Ernie's at all. No.
So the new album's going to come out this summer. Do we have a title yet?
No, it's in the fall. We say not the summer.
We can't.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be tied to a song that's not going to be on the album. That's going to be released as a single before.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Maybe we'll know soon.
we will know. So we know the title of the song, but it's a bit stupid.
Yeah, it's something stupid.
Yeah.
But not that cover.
No.
So how did you guys come up with the name? I mean, it is a pretty unique name. I love it. The name Stupidity. Where did that come from?
It comes originally from Solomon Burke's song called Stupidity.
Okay. The soul influence. Okay, gotcha.
As me and PA in the old lineup was big fans of Dr. Feelgood too. Dr. Feelgood made an album called Stupidity.
Mm.
Yep.
And that song that their album are named after are the Solomon Burke song. So that's,
Okay.
the Solomon Burke and the Dr. Feelgood thing. And I mean, both are favorites. I mean, I love Solomon Burke, I love Dr. Feelgood. So I think it's a very good combination.
Mm.
And then I have to tell this story again.
Do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
On MySpace a long time ago, I got connected with Solomon Burke, and he was really impressed that we said, "You took the name from my song, fantastic." And then he was coming to Stockholm, and he was in very bad condition. He did a great show, but he was in really bad condition. And then afterwards, he told me to come to the show and meet him. And then I met him, and he sat in a big chair, and I think they had to push him in a wheelchair. He was really extremely big. And he almost cried. They said, and he gave him the album and said, "Oh, I'm so thankful that you took the name, my song. I'm so honored." And so I said, "Tommy, I'm gonna say you one thing: never stop playing. Never stop playing." Okay,
Oh, that makes you want to
Wow.
cry. That's awesome.
it's nice. And then the year after we were playing in London, we were sitting in a pub, and then I think we heard on the radio or something that he died just that day. So he died, I think it was 2011 or just 1 year after. It was really sad.
Mm.
So
Wow.
Because he had just had kind of a resurgence. If you remember, he had a hit album, maybe 2008. I can't remember for sure. He'd done a comeback and had a hit album over here about 2008, and was, but yeah, that would be great. Tommy, how did you not just see? I would have with somebody like Solomon Burke. I just kind of would have went, I mean, tears coming down and.
yeah, it was a big moment, but now I'm getting used to famous people by Little Steven, as we are pretty good friends.
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy. Since I met him the first time, I think we always have lots of fun when we meet, because I treat him like everyone else.
Yes,
he's a nice,
he's just a guy.
he's
Yep.
a guy. What can you do? So but we had lots of fun, and we went to see him when he played with his Disciples of Soul here.
Yes.
19, fantastic band.
Mm.
And when he played with Bruce, he came to Stockholm, and came to see him also. Then also hang around. Yeah, I mean, it's been really nice to us and playing us like on his radio station, and I think he. I mean, it's a big honor for me because I love his stuff. I mean, his own solo albums. I think there's so much great stuff he has done, and all the production with Springsteen, the arrangements, and really amazing. I think so. I mean, that's an honor to meet him. But I mean, when I meet him, I mean, it's like any guy, and like an old friend. I mean, now I've known him for 10 years, and it's like really cool. I mean, he's a nice guy. I think he does really good stuff for independent music. I think.
Absolutely.
Well, also Janne and Tommy, what he does is I'm a teacher. During my day gig, I'm a teacher, and he does a program about education rocks kind of, and he sends out, there's lesson plans. You can go to his shows. So he really supports education and teachers too. So, he's just, I love it. I just love what he does.
Yeah, really cool guy. Absolutely.
It's the word of love out there. But okay, so back to Stupidity real fast. You guys, any plans to get back to touring? Have you heard anything when you might be able to play live again?
We have something booked in October.
Yes.
That's the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's local. We have to keep it. I think we have to keep it local to make it make any sense to do it. Because obviously the risk of cancellations. You can't book all kinds of vehicles and housing and stuff like that. So it's like keep it local, and then. But for a guy like Keith, it's like obviously a disaster.
Yeah.
All this not being able to tour.
Right.
Oh, sure. Make it, and a lot of our friends who are musicians, even some pretty famous people.
Yeah.
It's been hard. I mean, it's been very difficult.
Yeah.
They've had to really rely on selling some merch and selling some albums and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I will say
that's why I think sorry. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, okay. No, that's why I think we should do that with the pay for those streamed gigs and stuff like that to if not only to support people go on. And it's really cool how but for us it actually worked out pretty well with the COVID, because we're a new band in a way. We have this old, really good, solid base to work on, but we've been able to record and write songs and without no rush really. And then we've rushed on our own accord, not because we're just so productive. It's so much fun, basically, But it's given us space to grow on these old roots, if you will. So it's really,
let it cook and percolate a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's something good comes out of it too. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but then I'm not a big fan of streaming, but like we said, to the next singles we're going to release, we're going to make videos. But I think if a video is nice, I mean, it's 3 minutes. It's easy to watch. A streaming for 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Right. But the point I think is to just endorse them. You don't have to sit there; just pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Todd
I was going to
Rundgren.
say. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, is that the one good thing from the COVID is that you guys get to be artistic again, and you don't have to go out and play all these places. You get a chance to just be artists and write and play and come up with new stuff. So that's good for us.
Yeah. Thank you.
For us consumers, yes.
That's right.
Continue to make music, not play it live, but make music. So I mean, it's good to have lots of new stuff when you going to get back to playing live and making records like now. I mean, then you have material. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, something good of it too. But I mean, obviously, it's very sad not to be able to play live. I mean,
absolutely.
Right.
Not to normal circumstances, we would have, of course, we made quite a few shows now. But no, we made one show last year.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about doing a live album, like record an actual show? Do you have you taped your shows in the past and put out a live album? I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but if there are some tapes, so maybe in the future, I don't know. Yeah, you could do it, or I mean, if you record live album, I think you could record gigs when you're feeling like you really have something doing. I think there's recordings of gigs when we were in the States too. I think in 2011 we recorded quite a few gigs in the States. when we
Okay.
were over.
Okay.
So there are some recordings, but then the quality, I don't know. It's
Can
up,
be iffy,
up and down.
yeah.
So hopefully, it could be a good idea to do in the future a live album.
Or at least a live song.
Yeah.
And you have to give us credit now since we mentioned it, the garage door.
Yeah.
Thanks to the garage
that's
door.
always okay.
So
Yeah.
when do you think anything for maybe 2022, you think you might be coming over here to the States in 2022, perhaps?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
We hope so
I
too.
mean,
It's,
I miss the US so much. We've been over 8 times.
Oh wow.
So I mean, I miss everyone, all the people we know in New York and Boston, Philly and Ohio. I mean, all those Chicago, all those places we played over there, which really been, well received and had lost so much fun. So I really long to get back. We went to California once too, but it also takes when everyone has, everyone has day jobs, so you have to
Right.
take time and plan. I mean, it costs some money, but still so much fun, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
We've never been to Indiana, so we maybe have to come there too.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
please. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's a great venue in Indianapolis called the Melody Inn. A lot of great venue. There's a great one in Louisville. I'm closer to Louisville. Craig and I aren't together in the same town, but
We're close, but
yeah,
Mhm.
I live closer to Louisville, Kentucky, where they have the Derby. I don't know if you ever heard of the Kentucky Derby, big horse race, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But they have a lot of great venues too. So there's kind of a circuit: Atlanta, Louisville, Indianapolis, Chicago, that a lot of bands. But we definitely want to stay in touch with you guys. We
Yeah.
definitely want
Really cool. Yeah.
And my friend
Nice.
Sid Griffin is from Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He plays it with the Long Riders.
Yeah.
Yes,
talked to
we
him.
interviewed Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we interviewed Sid. Yeah, Sid's a great guy. Yeah, we could talk.
Really
We were
nice,
talking.
yeah.
We talked to probably for another hour after that, just about Louisville and growing up
Yeah.
here. Yeah, Sid's
I
a
known
great
him.
guy.
I known him since 1985, and that was also the first time I met. I was in the same room as Prince,
Oh, wow.
Ah, ooh.
because
Name dropping.
Sid was living in LA at that time, and he shared a house with the Bangles, the drummer from the Bangles. So she had a party. I think it was his 25th birthday or something like that. But he had a party, and Prince came by, because he knew the Bangles and Susanna Hoffs and those
Yeah.
guys. He was like in the room for a short while, and then he left. But then I was in the room talking to the Blasters drummer, the Bangles drummer, me, and there was some other drummers. And then people that came into the kitchen just went out pretty fast because they didn't want to hear about this.
About this stuff.
Yes.
So,
Well, as drummers,
13 inches. Oh,
I mean, I've never been to the States, and just after a couple of days when you're in LA and this, I mean, it's
that's amazing.
overwhelming, and
Cool.
you're coming to this party. I mean, that's crazy, totally crazy.
But then you went. Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Craig.
yes, yeah. Yeah.
But that was cool. But Sid is great, and the Long Riders has always been a really cool band. I think
Love the
Oh,
Long
yeah.
Riders.
really
Yeah.
good solo too. We had fixed shows for him in Sweden. He's coming on his own he lives in London now. He comes
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
He's really good, both songwriter, and he's really cool and easy to work with. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, encourage everyone watching this. Please check out the Long Riders. Just great stuff there. State of Our Union. This is great stuff. Just really good LPs out there. Now he was Sid was gonna release sorry, we're promoting the Long Riders. We'll just be promoting Stupidity. But I think there's another compilation. I think they're working on another Long Riders compilation to come out on Cherry Red Records, I think.
They came out a new album, was it 2 years ago? They
Yes.
released
Yeah.
with the original lineup. But then suddenly the bass player passed away
Yeah.
last year, Tom Stevens. It's really
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
But it's sad.
Tommy, I have to ask about the Detroit Cobras poster you have back behind your head there.
Mhm.
What's the story on that? The Detroit Cobras, for those who don't know, are a legendary band out of Detroit that just
Mhm.
full out rock and roll, I think, in my opinion.
This is from what year? It's not. I mean, it's about maybe 10 years old or something.
You can see.
Fact searching.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's cool.
Copenhagen, Oslo, Helsinki, yeah, all over the place.
Oh, wow.
Tommy, you didn't steal that off the wall, did you?
Did you steal that off the wall?
Yeah, that's the post. I love the Detroit Cobras. I mean, really great band. I think that was an influence too, in fact, when we started up Stupidity, because they also made we haven't recorded the version, but they recorded the version of Stupidity, that song.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Now, hey, have you guys, Janne, Tommy, have you guys been on Little Steven for the Underground Garage? Sometimes used to put out CDs that the coolest song in the world and LPs. Have you guys appeared on any of those compilations?
No, that was before. I think he almost stopped putting them out when we got in touch. But that must have been in the before 2010.
Probably. I haven't seen him in a while. I used to collect them, but I haven't seen him in a while.
I know other bands like the Norwegian band, the Cocktail Slippers, have been on them, and he put them on some other records too, and some other. I think the Maggots, another Swedish band, has been around.
Right.
Guys, we know,
people, right?
yeah, a person we know here in Stockholm. He was in that band, you know. Maybe some other Swedish or Scandinavian bands too has been on them. So I think he hasn't put them up for quite a long time now. So,
Yeah. Okay.
But really cool. I mean, it's really cool albums, and his Halloween album and Christmas album are really cool, I think.
Yes. The Christmas album is great. Yes. It's amazing. Just amazing.
And so are the Fleshtones Christmas album. That's one of my favorites.
Yes, and that's out. You can find, they did a vinyl run on that too. I think I have it. I'll have to look. But well, guys, what we usually do is we also play a fun game called Either Or. And I don't know if you guys play, where I just hold up a couple albums and you guys, all three of you, just say yay, which one you choose out of the two, if you guys are willing to play. Do you have a minute to play?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Here we go. And I just grabbed these out of the collection. Okay. So we have Mojo Nixon and Skid Roper, Root Hog or Die, or The Leaves, Hey Joe. No wrong answers.
I say
Okay,
Mojo.
so yeah, me too. Go for Mojo.
Mojo.
Okay.
I don't know.
I picked The Leaves. Now we've got two.
It's a pretty sleep.
I've seen Mojo Nixon. I saw him in 1985
Oh, wow.
in LA.
Oh, that's
that'd
cool.
Be great. That'd be great. Okay. Buddy Holly and the Crickets, or
Always.
Buddy Holly just solo.
Oh,
Crickets, please.
yes.
I think
Yeah,
the
me
Crickets,
too, by far.
Yeah, the Crickets, nice suits.
Nice. They're oversized, like the one David Byrne had in Stop Making Sense.
Yes, yeah. Okay, we
I
have
had a chance to have a small head. It's like, what?
Replacements and Let It Be, or Meat Puppets.
Replacements for me.
Replacements for me too. Yeah. They're awesome. I love them. Really good.
Yes, great band.
You take care of your album sleeves, man.
Oh yeah, I made up with it, Yanni.
That's the drum room. He has a record room too. So
of course, of course. Well, you're
Okay,
right.
we've got. All right. Sonics or the Strokes.
Sonics.
Sonic, easily.
Ooh, I have to say Strokes.
Strokes are
Just to
overrated.
take the opposing.
Strokes are overrated.
I'll be the French guy in this. I like to take the other position. I'm not doing the vaccine. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna go quick here.
Punk never dies.
That's right.
Swinging Medallions, Double Shot of My Baby's Love, or Eddie Cochran, Summertime Blues.
Oh, Eddie Cochran.
Eddie.
For me, absolutely.
Eddie. Yeah, Eddie.
Craig,
So yeah, I think so. That's a close one, but yeah.
you got to go with Eddie. All right, the Violent Femmes, or Gene Vincent Rocks.
Oh, that's a hard one. It's like two different
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah,
That's a hard one.
I got to pick Violent Femmes on that one.
Okay, so I'll pick for Vincent for his looks.
Yeah,
Looks great with the guitar.
That
I
is
think-
an incredible outfit he's got on there.
I picked
Tommy, which one you going with?
I think Gene Vincent. I picked him because of the song by Ian Dury, "Sweet Gene Vincent."
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Yes, very cool. Very cool.
That's
all
a
right.
favorite. That's a great album.
Mm.
Ian
Oh,
Dury's first one.
yes.
Amazing.
And I just grabbed one. I had an extra. This is the Ventures in Space. Do you prefer the Ventures in Space or another Ventures album?
In space, because it's in space.
I like the
That's
Spotniks
right.
better. The Spotniks, Swedish band.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They went to space too. They always wore, space helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys, really thank you for spending some time here in the garage with us. Certainly appreciate it. We'd like to have you guys back in the when the album does come out. Like to have you guys back on for a full show if you
Cool.
have the time.
We'll make time, obviously. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, we're big
Really
fans.
beautiful.
Thanks for coming on.
Great fun, and the red and black background, all those Ludwig drums. I mean, it's paradise.
We'll bring some red and black guitars next time to have in the background.
There you go.
Well, Tommy, if you don't mind, share your address with Craig. If you don't care, contact me and you can get we like sending all the shirts and I've got some LPs. Always happy to send out to you guys too. And Yanni, I guess we'll give, even though he's a guitarist, we'll try and find something for him.
Thank you so much. Well, you have to have something to drum to, right?
That's right.
That's right. That's true.
is
Yeah.
And we're having soon. We will have a brand new T-shirt,
Oh,
Ah,
which we can have to you guys.
awesome.
Awesome.
That'll be fantastic.
Absolutely do that. Yes.
So to find out more about the band, we encourage our listeners and viewers to go to, you can on Facebook, Stupidity on Facebook. Watch out. Watch what you type in. Be sure to type in band because you'll get a lot of stupid things on Facebook.
Stupidity on Facebook, Reverb Nation, or if you're on Instagram, you find us there too, and all other streaming
Spotify
sites.
and
If you want,
Apple.
you want to hear the songs, Spotify or eTunes or iTunes or what's all those sites called?
Yeah, I can't
you're
keep up.
everywhere. You guys are everywhere.
It's everywhere.
That's right.
Stupid. Everybody's stupid all the time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will soon know more about that when the new single comes out.
Okay. Well, thank you
Can't
guys
wait.
very much for being here. Thanks for hanging out in the garage with us. It's an
Thank you
honor.
so
Seriously, it's an honor meeting
Yeah, thanks so much,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Really
Thank you.
nice to meet you. And,
you guys.
You
Have you
too.
on. Thank you.
Be in touch soon
Okay.
again.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.